Hello and welcome to the 2025 Easy Allies Summer Game Fest Betting Special. I am Michael Huber.
And I am Don Casanova.
And we are ready to rock. Summer is here.
Yes.
Get your swim trunks, sunscreen.
Yes, it's heating up. I'm sweating, Huber. I'm sweating over here, and that's a good thing.
Time to see a lot of games and make a lot of bets.
Yes, we are pumped up. First and foremost, we want to thank all the patrons for joining in this year in a major way. All the contributing patrons threw in a lot of the bets, a lot of the wagers you're going to hear today, and there's some good ones on the docket. Small amount of housekeeping, the parameters of these bets within Summer Game Fest.
Yes.
What does it include?
Summer Game Fest.
We're including Day of the Devs.
The devs.
We're including Xbox.
Xbox.
And last, we're including PC Game Show. That's it.
That's it.
So within those parameters,
If things happen in those other shows,
yeah,
void does not count.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's it. It's simple. We got to get right to the action. Let's get our first contestant in here. Who is it going to be? We're not even sure.
We don't even know, but if they don't get in here in 10 seconds, they're docked points.
I like that. We're going to begin docking points. That was a close one. She jumped on it.
Safe.
The one and only Isla Hink joining the party, entering the battle arena.
This is good energy. She's coming in with a very serious face right now. Here he comes.
There it is.
Here he
Bloodworth, the
comes.
next one to enter the arena.
Pull up a chair, Bloodworth.
Get ready for the action.
Get your bones ready. Yo, we got a special guest.
The one and only Elyse Willems.
Yo.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the party, Elyse.
We are here with none other than Michael Damiani.
Damiani, let's get into the action. Before we get started, first and foremost, Isla, we ask you that you roll this bone. And why are we doing this, Huber?
If you roll a 1 to 2,
Yes.
you get 1. If you roll a 3 to 4, you get 2. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you get 3. Boosts of the juice.
Boosting the juice, a new feature this year in the betting special. We'll explain the terms of it in a moment, but first, let's see how many boosts you get. Roll it. What is it? A 1?
It's a 1.
Ouch.
Well, it's a 1.
If there's anyone on the panel of contestants that could handle max strategy,
Fucked. Blow on it for good luck.
Ooh, love
luck
that.
be a Don tonight, luck be a
Love that.
Huber tonight.
Love that.
Luck be a Huber tonight.
Love this.
Yeah, nothing wrong with blowing on a die. And there it is. Round and round.
That's a 6.
Big time 6. Whoa!
That's a sixer.
This is a game changer potentially. All right, roll that bone, blood. Get this party started. Booyah. Bouncing around. A 2.
Just 1 boosting of the
Only
juice.
1. You got 1 boost your juice.
My mama needs this.
Here it is. What's it gonna be? What is it? 2.
2 multiplier.
So you actually get 1.
You get 1
Yeah.
boosting of the juice. Mind jack.
Mind jack us.
Mind jack in.
And roll on behalf. Who
Who's
would you
rolling?
who
Me or
would you
Don?
like to mind jack into?
And is there any way like both of you could put your hand on it on the count of 3, just like toss it up?
All
That way
right,
it's equal.
1, 2, 3, toss.
Nice toss, Huber. There it is. What is it? A magical 6.
It's a 6.
That's the one we were looking for.
Of course it is.
Damiani, of course Damiani would
course.
get a 6. You can use a boost of juice anytime before or after answering a question, before the next question goes, in order to give you the possibility of doubling the points of that question.
Okay.
There's one other way you could use it if you save your boost,
There
Huber.
will be a time-sensitive lightning round. And you can add time. We're not going to tell you how much time. We're not going to tell you.
You're not gonna tell me how
We're not
much
gonna tell you.
We're not going to tell you.
We're not telling you.
But you will
No?
be able to add
You can add some time.
Yeah.
We're going to add negative 5 seconds.
We're docking time.
Docking time.
I think that's it. We can get to the main category of questions. These are 10 questions.
Okay.
Now, this is an interesting thing we're doing this year as well, Huber. Different rewards for the risks.
Yes is 2 points.
Yes.
No is 1 point. We
Correct.
encourage optimism,
Taking
and some of
risks.
these yeses might be a little harder odds.
You gotta
I'm
believe
about
a little
to be
bit.
a believer, dude.
Let's get started, Huber. Keely takes the stage and...
He's a fashionista.
Yes.
What color are his shoes?
Okay.
Oh, dominant color of the shoe.
Dominant color.
Dominant
Yes,
color,
okay.
51% coverage.
51% of the coverage.
My gut is mostly. I think they'll be white and black, but mostly white, like with a black stripe or something. So I'm gonna say white.
I'm gonna hope that stripe is less than 51%.
Yeah.
a thin stripe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thin stripe. Now
I
this is
think
not.
it's gonna. There's sneakers, like sneakers.
We did not mention
Great movie.
color of the laces. Not included. Yes.
Laces do not count.
Okay. So does that
well,
change your bet in any sort of way? You know, lace is often white. Not always.
Laces out.
Laces out.
Laces.
No, I'll stick with white.
Okay,
with
so
white.
she's sticking with white.
Laces do not count. 51% coverage of the shoe.
Yes.
White.
That was quick. An elegant affair.
White shoes.
Keely prancing in with white shoes and a top hat.
No,
I can see it already.
I vividly remember black shoes. I vividly remember blue shoes. Do you
Yeah.
remember the blue year?
Yeah. There was an
So we'll see.
iridescent
I don't
sort
remember
of.
anything about Kelly's shoes ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
But white shoes are
I don't
in.
recall white though, but they're in, so that
Yeah.
makes sense. Wow. All right.
White shoes.
Look at that.
Love
That's
it.
mostly
This
white.
counts, that's a
Yeah,
white
look at that.
Oh,
That
that's
would be-
white.
That would be white.
That would be.
Mostly white. Right? He
We
was
would
already
need,
questioning.
Yeah, that
We
would
need to get a tape ruler out.
Yeah, we would need a ruler for
We
this.
need to start
There's
doing
a lot of blue, a lot of
Measuring
red.
area.
Yeah.
Somebody in the Easy Allies got to know
That's
the formula
dicey.
for figuring
By
out
the way,
area.
if there's 3 colors,
and then
But
going
if
against
somebody
white.
else has a higher percentage of a color,
Yeah.
that person would
no
win.
one's betting
Yeah.
on percentages.
Yeah.
They're just betting one color.
Yeah, I
What
would
are you
agree
talking
though.
about?
I would agree with that
Yeah.
though. All right, what color will Keely's shoes be?
Summer.
Ooh, Blood is thinking some. Would Blood say something like, flip flops, like yellow flip flops or something? Would Keely do it?
No, but I
Crocs.
think I think some white sneakers. Yeah.
White
Sneakers.
White
Yeah.
sneakers, clean.
White sneakers. I cannot wait until he comes out with big purple shoes. Dom. Honestly, I just cannot wait.
You just get the Ronald McDonald clown shoes.
All right.
Wow.
It's summer. We're after Labor Day. We're after Memorial Day. They will be white.
White shoes.
The whole panel is tuned into fashion in a
cannot
way I never
wait.
saw coming.
I cannot wait until they're purple.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Purple, tangerine, something. Wow.
Wait.
other-
Everyone else is saying white?
A lot of whites out there. We're not allowed to divulge that
We forgot to
information.
tell
though.
Elyse.
Yeah.
Maybe, hold on, this could change things. Lace is not included.
Lace is not included.
Does that
51
change
yeah.
anything? You still going white?
Okay. I'm
sticking with
I'm
white.
sticking with white. Yeah.
All right.
With white. I love it.
I like it.
I'm gonna go with shade of white.
Wow. Absolutely running the table.
I can't wait till these are not white.
Did white run the table?
Everybody said it.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
It's truly
Everyone-
insane.
Everyone.
His shoes are going to be black for sure,
They've got to be.
or blue.
Yeah. Something. Some other color.
Crazy.
Some shade. Who knows? All right,
Yeah.
Damiani. You confidently said white. Next up. This is an interesting
It
one
is.
because it's not impossible, which usually you think it might be,
Mm-hmm.
but under the circumstances we're in, who knows? Will Nintendo announce a new game at SGF?
A new game?
Brand
Would that be
new.
possible? Would it be
Unannounced.
logical?
Well, they're not doing a direct, right?
All of a sudden, they're like, here's the new Zelda.
Wait, first party? Nintendo is doing it.
Nintendo. A Nintendo game.
This would be a big announcement.
Obviously, the answer is no, but I want to say yes just for the points.
Hell yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think I'll say no.
Oh, saying
So that,
no.
yeah, bodes poorly for Nintendo.
Keely comes out, says, and one more thing.
But
It
wait,
could be
it's
one
like,
more thing.
but the Switch 2 is like the day before.
It's imminent.
I'll say yes, dude. I'll say
I
yes.
love
Switching
it.
it up.
Yes.
Switching
Nothing
it
like
up.
second guessing yourself.
Wow.
Switch to
On brand. On brand.
second guessing yourself on a bet. A very wise move. I've done it many times before. Would it count if Nintendo did a surprise direct? Would they do a surprise direct?
We're not covering it. It's not in these parameters. It's not on the board.
It wouldn't be included just for this bet.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gabby? Not outside the
No.
room. Gabby's going no.
No.
Does not think Nintendo will.
Switch
needs
2 launching. Summer Game Fest hitting.
Yeah. Gabby thinks
no.
they don't need to.
All right.
All right. I am so curious on where blood goes on this.
Mr.
Because if
Nintendo.
anyone's got some insider info.
Yeah.
Will Blood believe it's possible? It's Nintendo's world. We're all just living in it after all right now, right?
Oh,
say
yeah.
that? Would you say that?
Yes.
Blood is saying yes?
Yep.
I love this! Booyah! I love
the Switch
belief.
2 is launching just the day before.
100%.
And they've got, not a lot that they've shown yet. And you know that, their cadence tends to be, when they're on top of it, like they probably are right now. They tend to do like every 6 weeks or so. So I think that we could see another thing there, whether it's like a Dylan's Rolling Western or something else similar to the Welcome Tour. Or it doesn't necessarily have to be the biggest
You're
thing.
100% right.
But, and
It's Switch 2
a lot of
launch
eagle-eyed
week.
people have seen the Summer Game Fest partner list. They've
That's been
seen
brought up.
the Nintendo logo there.
Then it could be a small, tiny little...
I love it.
Another Kirby.
It makes so much sense
Yeah.
to me, dude. It's Switch week. Of course they're going to announce something
Why
new.
wouldn't
Why
they?
wouldn't they? It's insane if you say no.
I don't think we're getting a Nintendo original Switch 2.
Yeah, the Switch 2 changes everything, Huber. All things are possible with the Switch 2.
I don't think we are I don't think this is Nintendo's playground.
Cautious no.
I don't think we're getting it.
A cautious no.
Backing out. We're just
Okay.
backing away slowly. Nothing
Fair.
wrong with that. Okay.
The clarification, Nintendo, themselves announcing a game or a game just announced for Switch 2 by
Them
anyone.
announcing.
Them. Even if it's a game experience type of deal, I
Yeah,
would
some
say
kind of
that
trailer.
counts.
It's got to be first party.
Yeah, but it's got
I'm
be
gonna
Nintendo.
go with yes.
I love it. Damiani
Switch
saying
2
yes
time,
to
baby.
this gets me friggin' pumped
Same.
up. I love that Damiani
Same.
just said yes. Oh, I can't
Yes.
wait. Hopefully.
Will Silk Song
Yeah.
release within 1 week of Summer Game Fest?
No.
That's quick.
Instant no. We've got a non-believer.
Absurd.
Not big time non-believer.
Absurd
Okay.
suggestion.
So
I will be
Silk Song-
locking eyes with you when it shadow drops. right in the eyes. We're gonna lock eye
Yeah.
contact. Okay.
I'll make sure to look you in the eye when I hit counter pick on my thing because it's not if it doesn't come out this year. If it doesn't show up, it's not coming out this year again.
If it doesn't show up,
Yeah.
it's gone.
It's
If it's not showing up,
gone.
it's not showing up.
It was
It's
in that
not
one
showing
thing,
up.
So
Is this
it's
the
like-
last chance for Silk Song? Is it the last chance?
It really feels
It might
like
be.
it.
I thought it already had its last chance, but people are still hanging on.
Wait, I want to boost that one.
Oh, she
Yeah.
boosts the juice! She boosts the juice on Silk
no Silk Song!
Wow, Max Bad Vibes.
Wow!
Max Bad Vibes.
Coming for Silk
Yeah.
Song.
Wow.
Sorry.
So Gabby now
I do.
tacking
Okay.
in the epitaph on the headstone of Silk Song. She's saying this thing's dead in the water. All right.
I'm shook.
She's got 2 boosts left.
Yeah.
Within 1 week of SGF.
Within one
A form of a
Week.
shadow drop, sort of an extended shadow drop
Yes.
situation.
God, that's a good question.
Tempting.
That's an insane question. I mean, the hype would be off the charts. And, they know, if any game could just drop and be out, it would be that one.
It's gotta be.
Fuck it, dude. Yeah.
Let's go! Let's go!
Obviously, it won't.
Silk Song. We're gonna be playing Silk Song
On the Switch
imminently.
too.
Yes.
1 week? No.
Oh.
I like it. I think this would be the year, but nothing else within a week, man.
So
All right.
Silk Song
When it shadow
now.
drops, I'm gonna look you right in the eyes,
Hey,
blood.
I'll take it. I'll take
Right
it.
in the eyes.
Wow,
I don't
Silk
think it's
Song.
impossible, but I'm not putting the chips down on it.
Wow.
They're stepping out of the spotlight.
Wow.
And Blood is saying no on that one. All right.
When did the first one come out? How long ago
Like
was it?
2017
Decade.
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Within
yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
And this is week back end, front end.
Back
in front?
Sure. Why not?
a week before,
Before,
yeah.
after.
Nobody asked that. Yes.
That would be great.
Love it.
I would love. It's
Within
already
a
out.
week.
When we find out, it's
Yeah.
already out. Yes, I like that, Elyse. So she's sticking with yes.
I love that. Will Silk Song release within 1 week of Summer Game Fest?
No.
No.
Believer.
No belief in Silk
Okay.
Song.
All right.
Wow.
That's fair.
All right.
They haven't given us reason to believe.
They've given us a lot of reasons not to believe.
But I will never stop believing.
Uber's not giving up. Back to Jeff. During the course of this opening night presentation, will Jeff pay the bills more than 7 times?
7 times?
7 times.
Yes.
Yo, what's the
State of
definition
things.
of this? Pay the bills.
Well, there's no hard and fast definition.
Yeah, when we've told everybody when Clash of Clans shows up,
This is
that's
good.
a bill being paid.
Yeah, 100%.
If it's a trailer for a random MMO
Yeah.
and then in the same ad block,
Yeah.
random MMO,
Yeah.
Clash of Clans,
There it is.
random other mobile game,
Repeat
that would be
offenders.
3 bills.
Okay.
Yeah, repeat
because those
offenders.
checks cleared. A Roblox commercial is paying the bills.
They're gonna have some host up there talking about some Samsung deal too.
Yo, if Samsung is there at all, that's a bill. That's a bill being paid. There's like a Kia car
Yep.
commercial.
Out on stage, get the car on stage. Would they ever do it again?
The check was cleared there. So if one of those
Well,
ads is
it's gonna be a
GTA
judgment
6,
call.
that's not paying
That's
the
not
bills.
paying the bills. GTA
No.
6 is
They would've
just
paid to be there,
omnipresent.
Does Bloodworth have to agree that it's an ad? Because there are so often times where it's like,
The council does. They
where it's like
supersede
obviously-
Dr. Bloodworth.
Yeah, like obviously
Yeah.
this anime tank game is an ad.
Yeah.
Bloodworth,
Here's
but
the
he
thing.
makes us talk about it in his notebook.
Yeah.
So like for
Even,
chat.
but that's the thing though. Like the ad breaks sometimes sometimes they have good trailers in the ad breaks, and
Right.
it's just like
It's an ad
It has to be
break.
determined.
It'll be
moment
determined.
by moment.
I'm gonna say more than 7.
Okay.
I
Then
get
she's
more
going
than
more.
7 of those weird, like, what is this? Oh, it's an ad.
If it's not 7 or more breaks, but 7 or more games.
Well, I don't think
paying
any
the
of that
bills?
has hard definition.
Okay, but I'll say yes.
Okay.
I'll say yes.
Okay, more than 7.
Those are separate bills, dude.
paying the bills.
Those are separate bills. One of them's paying for the lights. One of them's paying for the shoes.
all right,
in
if we're
my
counting
mind-
individual spots in an ad break, then it's gonna be
He
yeah.
doesn't like it, but he's going with
It's
yes.
gonna be yeah.
He doesn't like
You're
it.
gonna get at least like 15.
He's
at
rattled.
that point.
The question is, are we in a recession or ad dollars in general going down?
I wish I knew that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the bills are paid 7 times minimum,
Minimum. So you say
So
more
more.
than 7.
but I'm gonna
Which has to be
It has to be 8 or more.
to win.
More than
7 would be a
7.
push.
7's a push.
okay.
6 would be lower.
I'm gonna say 8 times, and I'm gonna lock it in.
All right.
Locked. Okay.
Locked in. She
I love
believes
this.
in the power of Keely to vacuum up money
Oh,
wherever
yeah.
it may be.
He's coming
available.
out with a
He's
vacuum.
looking, yeah, he's sucking people's wallets out of the crowd. Who knows?
Let's go with yes, 8. Yes, for 8 or more.
Okay,
Yes, okay.
everyone thinks Keely's gonna
Keely's gonna pay the bills.
racking up
For sure.
payments, racking it up.
How many seconds of Grand Theft Auto
Oh,
will we see? Of Grand
Whole
Theft
seconds. We're counting
Auto.
whole seconds, not fractions.
Whole numbers. That's good clarification.
Yeah. Yep.
In the main show.
All the shows. 4 shows.
4 shows.
Oh, across all 4 shows.
4 shows.
There it is.
4 shows.
Is all theft auto grand, or is there petty
Not necessarily.
theft auto?
All suspects are considered innocent until proven in a court of law.
But if you steal a car, it's Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, do you mean will we see new seconds or will we see existing materials?
Blank seconds. How many seconds?
But is,
No,
Seconds
not specific.
of.
Seconds of.
so it doesn't need to be new material.
Seconds
it can
of.
be
Vice City counts.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Not Grand Theft Auto 6.
Grand Theft Auto.
Ah.
Oh, okay. So like if they put a collection on Switch 2,
Seconds.
sneaky devil.
Of Grand Theft Auto.
So there's always the offside chance that they put out, Ballad of Gay Tony or something on the Switch 2, and that's like a 2-minute trailer, right? Then I'm hosed. But on the off chance that it's like a 30-second commercial or nothing,
Yeah.
I'm trying to aim somewhere that's like closer to the low. So I'm gonna say 26 seconds.
Not a lot of seconds, but it's
Close
there.
to 30,
It's
Okay.
encouraging.
but close to 0.
I like this.
120 seconds.
That's a decent amount of time.
Wow.
It's 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It's a decent amount of
As
time.
many points
Okay.
as
120 points. Yo, if we see 2 minutes of GTA,
Oh, yeah.
Gabby gets an extra point.
Yeah. We'll
Done.
all say we'll do hip hip
done.
hooray for Gabby
Yeah.
as well. We'll all be in
Yeah.
a good mood. Yeah,
Extra
that's
point there.
ample, yeah.
We like
We're
it.
feasting on GTAs.
Yes.
I'm gonna stick with 0.
Wow.
I don't think Rockstar's got any reason to show up right now. They got that thing rocking on record view counts.
Great.
They got a year to go.
Yep.
Great. All right, we're gonna lock that one in. That one's locked.
Lock it in.
That one's
Boom.
locked. That
No
one's
going
locked.
back.
When Keely's montage has a little GTA 6 or a little Vice City, I'm also gonna look you right in the eyes.
Oh, that would be
yeah,
devastating.
yeah.
That would be a devastating moment.
I mean, it still has to get Rockstar's okay.
Oh, even
might.
Keely.
You
Even
think
Keely
he would?
answers to Rockstar.
Do you think he would?
Even for his montage, he's got to get an okay to put it in there.
know about that?
And I have to be exact.
Closest,
Just
one
closest
counts
to,
here.
closest
Closest
to.
one wins.
Say 15 seconds.
15 seconds. I like this. I like this.
There's gonna be some kind of blip popping up.
Lil T's.
Some maniac, you probably thought it was me, said 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Hold on now.
hell?
What if some person in the crowd is sporting GTA gear and does some sort of, photo bomb? I mean,
They
that
keep
would-
cutting to
that-
him.
Yeah, if they're cutting to a guy in the crowd with a GTA, would that be seconds of GTA being shown? Huber?
That would go to the
That
council.
would have to go to the council.
That would go to the
Okay.
council if someone had a GTA shirt.
That's on screen.
I think if they were employed by Rockstar, it would definitely count. But if it was a
To the
fan,
bottom of that, a paid fan. It could be a paid,
Yeah.
surreptitiously.
I think the
employed.
context is key in that specific situation.
We're gonna have to look at it
Yeah.
situation by situation.
Yeah.
I feel like the
We-
best you're gonna get is like opening montage if you can get clearance for that. And that's a
If.
big if.
That's a big if, Damian.
Yeah.
Blood was talking about that, Don. Clearance.
Yeah, so there's something.
Keely needs the okay.
Even Keely. We thought there was nowhere that Keely couldn't just,
Do what he
sort
wants.
of elbow his way through the crowd and make his,
I will go with 5 seconds.
a flash.
Great bet.
Damiani pictures just a flash.
A true 10 out of 10.
momentary
Yeah.
flash.
Great bet.
Okay, Damiani.
Them like driving
smart.
down the street from the trailer, just like
Something.
boom.
Yeah.
Love it.
Smart.
Smart bet.
All right, Huber, what's next?
Will Hideo Kojima will he reference
Oh.
food?
Oh. Does he have a track record?
Him
of talking
personally,
about food?
or a trailer? If it's his trailer,
Yeah.
somebody's munching.
I think
I think it would count. Do
He'll
you
be-
count that, Don?
in the trailer.
Norman Reedus is eating a power bar. Does it count?
I think that would count.
I think it would count too.
Okay, if that
count.
counts, yes, for sure. I was thinking like in the trailer, Norman Reedus is eating like a burrito or something, and then in the talk afterwards, Kojima is like, "And doesn't that look delicious?" Or something.
Would drink also count?
Food and beverage.
Food and beverage.
It's the
Food
same.
and beverage.
Yeah.
Okay, food and beverage would count.
sustenance.
Yeah.
So if someone grabs one of those bugs out of the air and eats it from Death Stranding,
That would be food.
That
That's
would be
food?
food. That would
That'd be
count as food. That would
That's
count as
protein
food.
right there.
I'm gonna say
That's
yes.
All right.
Love it.
The concept for the chimichanga came late on a listless night.
So, but if they show Death Stranding with like the monster energy, is that Kojima making a reference?
I think so.
Okay.
His trailer's his game. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna say yes.
100%.
I can't think of Kojima doing a lot of like food picks and stuff himself,
Yeah.
but he definitely throws that stuff in his games. We got Calorie Mate.
Yeah.
We got all
yeah.
kinds
Yeah.
of, yeah.
Love it.
Death Stranding 2
Yeah.
On the
coming on the horizon.
If he cut that trailer, which he usually does, he cuts all of his own trailers.
And you're seeing something in there.
Some big burger.
Some cheeseburger.
No,
No food. Food is off the
he's
table.
not whetting our appetites. He does not want people. He does not. Okay, we're in an economic decline. He doesn't want to get your appetite up. He doesn't want to get you.
Yeah.
He wants you saving those dollars for the game.
That's a good point.
Great insight.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep you focused
on
on the
the
game.
game.
I
What's
love
important.
this.
Yeah, no time to eat.
No.
Reference food.
And beverage.
Or beverage. Any type of reference.
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
Okay. No food.
No food. Just nothing.
Love it.
Back to Keely. All eyes on Keely.
All
All
eyes.
ears on Keely.
All
In this
ears
case,
here.
Elyse, how many times will Keely say the word incredible?
It's gonna be a minimum of 9.
9.
Seems like a reasonable guess.
9 times.
9 times.
It's just an incredible show. We got an incredible show lineup. Incredible devs.
Just incredible for being here.
Just-
something.
Another incredible trailer.
Wow, the band tonight, the incredible band. Give them credit.
15 incredible seconds of GTA.
We got an incredible show tonight, Damiani, with some incredible trailers from some incredible
I'm
devs.
gonna go with the 7.
7 times.
Lucky number.
Lucky number 7.
I like that.
This is an absolutely incredible
A
trailer.
lot of incredible things are happening tonight.
Just an incredible group of developers at that studio.
Yeah.
You're in for an incredible night.
4.
4.
Let's say that's pretty good writers
it.
if they only use the word incredible 4 times. I like
Yes.
3.
that. Oh.
We've got an incredible show tonight.
That's 1.
Boom.
Right out of the gate. There
Right
might
at the
be-
end. Oh, that was an incredible show tonight.
That's 2. There better only be one more incredible in the
That
rest of
Death
the show.
Stranding trailer looked incredible.
Oh no, that's all 3. You burned those Incredibles. I didn't think of this, but he could, in response to something, he could even
Oh,
go
incredible,
like
incredible.
It's just
It's just
incredible.
incredible.
It really is incredible.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
incredible.
you could pop off 3 or 4 within several seconds.
Machine Gun Fire of incredible. Incredible.
Incredible,
Just
incredible,
absolutely
simply
I'd
incredible.
love to go back and see one. Yeah. Holy crap. 17.
Wow! Oh my God!
Oh,
So this is definitely a little bit of Bloodworth is envisioning a little
Whoa.
bit Keely going off script. I think a little bit off
book,
script
man.
on this one.
Oh my gosh.
Holy smokes! I love that number. That's
Going
great.
off world with that.
You know,
sound.
he introduces so many of these trailers. He's gonna introduce the show. Yes.
All right.
It's 2 hours long.
17. Wow. All right. What's next, Huber?
Will Black Panther be employed?
This is a somber one. This is a somber one, but important.
Employed.
This is important to think about now. We
Yeah,
know
that was like yesterday.
a lot of
They all got
turbulence with
Shut down.
Black
No.
Panther. All right.
We'll lock that
Ella
in.
says
What
no.
does that mean?
Ella says no.
Lock it
Moving
in.
on.
Moving
Locked
on.
in.
I'm gonna say yes.
All right.
There you go.
I
Love
love
it.
that. Turning
Love
things
it.
around. Will Black Panther be employed?
I mean,
Will there be
Amy Hennig's game is still there.
Ah,
And
blood
Finally.
immediately?
Finally.
Blood
Marvel-
immediately carries
Somebody
Marvel.
remembers.
Marvel Rivals
Finally.
is still out there.
There you go.
So I would,
Immediately.
that would also, you're getting paid and
Yeah.
Black Panther being employed could be in the same moment.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
There it is. Blood
Well
scene right there.
done.
Through the fog.
Blood.
Yeah. Hats off to you.
Hats
Blood, on
off,
that one.
Bloodworth.
On that one, hats off, big time.
Hats off.
No.
Hard no.
No, ain't
Hard
none
no.
of us got jobs.
None of everyone's looking for work here.
Even Black Panther.
Even Black Panther.
All right. Well, it may be sad but true. At least may be correct on this. We'll see.
Say no. I feel like after everything that happened, there'll be nothing related to Black
After the
Panther
travesty,
right
after
now.
the bloodbath, there's going to be a lull, a
Yeah.
lonely lull for Black Panther. Well, we'll hope things will turn around. All right.
Will the words PlayStation and or Nintendo be spoken at the Xbox showcase?
Ah.
Yeah, it's a little tricky one.
It's
A
tricky,
little tricky
but
one.
never before.
The Switch 2.
Switch 2.
Talk of the town.
Switch 2
It's gonna have,
Talk of
it's
the
gonna have
town.
everyone talking.
is a good moment
There you
to
go.
show Call of Duty on Switch 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm removing the
Why
15
not?
Keely Incredibles. Yeah. If Call of Duty is shown on Switch 2, he gets an extra point there.
An extra point there, too.
Yeah, for that.
Bloodworth just
Yeah.
banking
Yeah.
points at this
Banking.
point. Wow,
Banking.
unbelievable. All right, we'll be all celebrating in that
Yep.
moment
Yep.
when we lock and load on that Switch 2. We'll see how that plays out. So you're saying yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
With authority.
Yeah.
Conviction.
Spoken.
Spoken.
Focus.
Spoken.
Let's go Oh gosh, this is rough because they really don't like them saying it. They really do not. They don't. Oh, I know it seems like so obvious to like say. Yeah, I'm going to say no because of spoken. Just because of how much crap Astrobot got for like their acceptance speech for not being able to being like this dancing around saying Mario and Nintendo is like, oh my, that's an acceptance speach. Like from creators, like you should be able to, have freedom to speak.
Yeah,
and like this is like crafted marketing messages. Like I don't think so, unless it's not non-zero, but I'd rather say no.
Someone saying PlayStation or Nintendo?
We're post-console wars. There's an emerged respect amongst these giants of the industry.
Love this.
More than ever before.
We've seen them all come out on stage together, share the stage.
Yeah.
Share the low.
Cross-compatibility.
The low.
We've seen that as well.
Selling feature.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Xbox knows this is their stage here, okay? I don't think we're hearing about the competition today.
Oh.
I think this is a recession indicator.
Yeah.
When the times are good, that's when you share the wealth.
Yes.
I don't think we can do that right now.
Every
fellas.
console for themselves.
Yeah.
Every brand for themselves.
Switch 2, they're going to try to bury that launch.
Meek times.
Yeah.
We got to talk about what the Xbox has to offer right now.
Xbox and Xbox only.
Great insight.
All right, Elyse.
Great.
You may be correct.
Spoken aloud.
Yeah.
Nintendo or PlayStation?
Never. Has there maybe ever been a chance of that being more possible than this year as in the past? I don't know.
Well,
What do
yeah,
you think?
because several Xbox exclusive games are going to on PlayStation. Is it
They're
or?
Or PlayStation or Nintendo.
I'll say
Or.
yes. I'll say yes.
Yes. All right.
Has to be said.
Said out loud.
Spoken.
Yeah. I'll say yes.
Can't just
Great.
be a logo. All right. That's
Great.
big. That's a big bet.
Or
Oh.
PlayStation or.
Yes. And
Yes.
or.
And or.
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Confident in
And
that
I'm gonna
answer.
boost that one.
Boost the juice, baby! There it is.
Boosting a
Gabby
yes.
boosting
Our
again.
friends at PlayStation, our friends at Nintendo.
That
Yep.
seems like the vibe Xbox wants to kind of communicate
yeah.
these days.
Yep.
So, very
Breaking
like
down
that.
barriers.
Yeah.
Last question. How many different physical gestures will Jeff Keighley use to greet people on stage?
On stage, I love this. I love this bet.
Wait.
Yes.
Does on stage also include like a sidebar thing? Because sometimes,
I think
like a
so.
Game Awards mostly, but sometimes he'll like
He's
be
off the stage.
stage.
But I think just in the physical presence of the
Physical-
arena.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
this would be handshakes, fist bumps,
Yeah.
dabs,
Elbows.
elbows.
elbow locks, hip bump.
Weird handshake.
Yeah.
1. Another handshake. 2. Fist bump. 3.
Pat on the back.
4.
A little ear tug.
5.
Completely murky. It's completely
This is one of the
indecipherable
clear,
bet.
This is one of the clearer bets. I
Very
think. I
clear.
think it's
It
very
couldn't be
clear
more
to
clear.
define what a physical
Different
gesture
gestures.
is.
Yeah. A nod, a bow,
Wiggling both ears in syncopation.
flexing his pecs.
Oh yeah, doing that. Yeah. It starts as a pat on the back, but then he starts working the shoulders.
If
down to the
after the
side,
pat
and
the
then the
hand
butt.
if it's a pat on the back and the hand stays
And
and
then-
then it's a massage, the hand never left, that's 1. Predator
What about a-
handshakes.
Yeah, Dylan, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Does it have to be directed specifically at one person, or can it be generalized?
I think
A
any
general counts as 1 if it's
Right.
to so it's to
It
1
wouldn't count
would be
as-
1,
if it's
to
to
100 would be 1.
One
If he
wave to
waves
group
to
of
the
4
audience-
is
Yeah.
just one wave.
If he waves to the audience at the end, that's one.
That's not 1,000 waves.
yeah.
Whatever.
What about these?
That's 1,
That's
2.
1.
Oh,
Cuz that's 1.
2. Completing the action. Very nice.
True, it would be
I
2, 'cause
agree.
not everybody's
But it's
on the
part of
same
one.
page of that.
If you see there's a stutter though, and then they complete it, that's 2 because one was
Yes.
going one way, another was
You're
going the other way.
absolutely right. But if it's a fluid, they're
Very
on the
fluid,
same
boom, boom,
page.
that
What
That's
about
1.
what about one of these? What about one of these? Like
Oh, this?
Oh,
or like
Dude, Predator.
and then like
Predator, that's 1.
oh wait,
Oh.
hold on.
That would be 1.
Okay, that was all one action.
The dock would have
that
to
was
be,
all one action.
If it was this,
Yeah.
will remain docked, that's 1.
I see.
If there's no dock.
Let go before and then
yeah,
hug.
the let go.
The hug is a
Remain
separate thing
docked.
then. Yeah.
The docking is key.
Kiss of the hand.
That counts
one.
as one.
Multiple kisses. What? 5
Yeah.
kisses on the hand. 5.
Is that 5 gestures?
That's right.
Kiss on the
If
hand.
the
If he
hand stays
releases the
clasped-
hand, it's all about docking.
Hold on now.
Everything is about docking.
What about the French? Like,
Yeah.
kiss on each cheek.
That's
The
one
double
per
cheek is one.
That's
though.
one thing.
But then
Double
you do
cheek.
2, 3, 4. If you do 6 kisses, that's 3.
Two is
Sure.
one. Two
If
there
someone
is.
is-
Yeah.
Prom hug. He gets them from behind.
Yep.
That's 1.
Yep.
Does Jeff fist bump?
We don't know.
I don't know if I've seen Jeff do a fist bump, honestly. I really don't
Honestly,
know.
Or he might do the boom, boom, get someone, Ferris
Yeah.
comes out there and he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
but he does a double.
like gorillism.
Yeah.
you see-
You gotta-
He silverbacks them.
Ferris comes out
Ferris
there.
comes
He's
out,
boosting
energy
that
gets
number.
up, and
That
then-
number immediately spikes.
Yeah. One of those would count.
He looks at Kojima. He points at him in the stands. Hey, Kojima's here.
Okay.
He gets fireman carried.
If Jeff gets fireman carried, you automatically get a point.
Yeah.
He's gonna hold a mic though, so he's gonna be one-handed.
Yeah. Oh, so he could do the little flip the mic and catch it.
2 gestures.
2 gestures.
That seems so low though, doesn't it?
It's hard to tell. It's
hard to tell. This is a tough one.
You say 2, and I'm imagining Jeff very coffin-like during
Yeah.
the whole show, and I'm saying, is that Jeff? And then I say, yeah, it is Jeff. So
I-
it's kind of hard to say one way or the other.
I just think Jeff's he might have a stick mic. We don't know.
That's
for
gonna
sure.
tie up a
That's
hand.
gonna tell. Like if I knew now whether he had a lav or a stick mic,
Yes.
that would be a determining factor. Because if he's got a stick mic, he's focused on the show.
If it's a wired mic, then you're thinking he might start doing that.
Yeah.
It's a little twirl.
Just waiting for
He's
someone to
juggling.
come. You know how long some of the people approaching the stage?
Yeah, if he's got to kill time, he
gotta
pulls
kill
out some devil
time.
sticks.
Yeah. Entertain.
Point
Go
count.
bet up to
Point
3.
to some
Locked in
All right.
3,
with the added bonus point of a fireman carry.
3,
Yeah.
3, and give me that little 2 multiplier.
Boost the juice! Yes!
Holy moly.
Elyse has now
Whoa.
elected to boost the juice on the Keely
Wow.
gestures.
Jeff, if you're
What a
watching,
move!
keep it to a minimum.
I'm gonna say 6.
Okay.
Let's go with. I'm gonna go with 23.
I love that. I feel like that's not that crazy. I gotta say, Huber.
Okay.
I don't think that's that crazy. at all.
23.
A lot of people.
Are there
went
even 23
so
guests?
low on this?
Well,
But to
if
the
he
same
comes,
guest,
if, they come
you can
if
easily-
he introduces and he points to someone in the
True.
crowd, he goes, "We got some
True.
great people here. Like, guess."
To Ferris, you could have 5.
And what if he's like ba 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 ba? Just
Yeah.
popping off.
True.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, Damiani. That's a great guess.
I
That
think
could
he'll
be
probably
one.
keep it fairly simple. I'm gonna go with 3.
Only 3.
Okay.
So a very somber.
Yeah, Keely's he's standing on the other side of the stage, Don. Keely's over
think we'll
here.
get, like-
The guests are over here.
Very stoic. Just not a lot of
I think we'll get a
emotion.
nod. We'll get a
nod
hand
will
on his
count.
shoulder
That's
kind of
2.
thing.
That's 2.
And a handshake. Yeah.
3. But I mean, what if he does that to each person? And then he's getting all the bad energy out of
Yeah.
them, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
No,
up
if
to,
they release
I'm
the
gonna go up to
massage and do
6.
that,
And
the
then
energy.
begin to do the
I'm
bad
gonna go up
energy.
to 6.
Okay.
He's bringing it up. Second guessing
Second
himself.
guessing.
I love that. We love the second guess.
We got 6.
I'm gonna say 5.
Okay.
I like it.
The fun rolls on as now we move to the very exciting patron 30-second lightning round. I'm going to read through these as quick as I can.
Well, his reading is gonna take more time than my answer.
I'm fast and
This
I make
is
no mistakes.
bullshit.
I make no mistakes. Yeah,
This
watch
is
me hit
stuff.
these syllables.
Professional.
Watch me hit
all
these
right.
syllables.
3, 2, 1, go.
How many graphic tees will be worn by an onstage presenter or guest speaker?
0.
Will Vin Diesel reveal himself?
No.
How many horny games will be shown?
3.
How many developers, cats, and dogs will we see?
1.
How many times will Phil Spencer say the word anywhere?
3.
Name an animal that will be shown working a business.
Gorilla.
How many umbrellas?
None.
Will a company reveal new hardware? New any electronic device counts.
No.
Will Death Stranding 2 trailer be over 3 minutes?
Yes.
Will the release date for Perfect Dark be before or after September 30th, 2025?
After.
Will we see
That's it.
game? Okay.
Damn, some of those I don't feel good about how I answered
Mixed
some of
feel.
those.
Well, you were pretty. Yeah, the timing was good though. The timing was
Yeah.
good. You got through a good amount.
Honestly, with 30 seconds, you got through a great
But
amount.
I don't feel good about
Yeah.
those answers.
Hopefully,
Gosh,
we'll
the-
see.
You can't even
I
think.
said-
You can't even think
I
about
said
it.
gorilla, but I really meant monkey. Does
Okay, well.
that matter? Does it? Can I?
It will matter.
I think it
ultimately.
will, I
we'll
think
have
it
to
will.
determine what type
Yeah.
of primate.
Yeah, definitely.
so-
Apes together strong. Time for the lightning round. It is 30.
Oh, I have one boost left,
You
right?
do.
One boost.
You
Can I
have
boost the
30
time?
seconds.
She's burning it for time.
You now
Say
have.
25 seconds.
You
You
want
now
to?
have 5 total seconds.
Hold on now, but first she must say.
You have 45
Say
seconds.
the term. Boost the juice.
Boost the juice.
Boost the juice.
Boost the juice. Locking it
There
in.
it is.
You
Gabby
have
is
45
active.
seconds.
You have 5 total seconds.
So you have 15 extra seconds. You have 45 now.
3, 2, 1, start.
How many graphic tees will be worn by an onstage presenter or guest speaker?
6.
Will Vin Diesel reveal himself?
No.
How many horny games will be shown?
5.
How many developers, cats, and dogs will we see?
3.
How many times will Phil Spencer say the word anywhere?
Oh my god. 6.
Name an animal that will be shown working a business.
Frog.
How many umbrellas?
7.
Will a company reveal new hardware? Any electronic device counts.
No.
Will Death Stranding 2 trailer be over 3 minutes?
Yes.
Will the release date for Perfect Dark be before or after September 30th, 2025?
After.
Will we see gameplay of Everwild?
Yes.
How many games will mention the Switch 2 mouse function?
0.
Will we hear the word Valve?
Yes.
Will a new Resident Evil be revealed?
Yes.
Will Mega Man
Stop.
reveal himself?
Last one.
Will Mega Man reveal himself?
Yes.
Yes.
Right! Yeah!
You want to use one?
Yeah, what do I get?
After you burn
You're
it,
going to lock it in?
after you burn it, we will.
You'll tell me what
You have to commit. You have
Okay,
to commit
let's
to
commit
the
one.
locking
Like,
in.
I don't know if anyone's done it. Let's see what it does. What does one do? Let's go from soft expiration time. What does this item do?
All right, you have 5 total seconds now.
Yeah, your time is.
You lost 25
You
seconds.
don't have time.
No, I'm kidding.
For the oh man.
I'm
I mean that's
kidding.
within
You
the
have-
spirit.
You have 45 seconds.
You got 15 extra seconds,
Okay.
Damiani. So now you have 45 for burning that one. Would you like to burn any more?
No, we're good. I just wanted to see what it did.
Okay, so this is interesting now. Damiani coming in powerful.
Powerful.
45 seconds and 2 boosts.
2 boosts.
Available.
3, 2, 1, go.
How many graphic tees will be worn by an onstage presenter or guest speaker?
4.
Will Vin Diesel reveal himself?
No boost.
How many horny games will be shown?
2.
How many developers, cats, and dogs will we see?
20.
How many times will Phil Spencer say the word anywhere?
4.
Name an animal that will be shown working a business.
Alligator.
How many umbrellas?
3.
Will a company reveal new hardware? Any electronic device counts.
No.
Will the Death Stranding 2 trailer be over 3 minutes?
Yes, boost.
Will the release date for Perfect Dark be before or after September 30th, 2025?
A 4.
Will we see gameplay of Everwild?
No.
How many games will mention the Switch 2 mouse function?
1.
That's it.
Will we... Oh, okay.
That one counts, that
Damiani.
one counts.
And he got Bose's boosts in there, too.
Nice.
Well played.
Yeah, getting those boosts in there. That was big, Damiani. That was
Well
big.
played, Damiani.
Love this.
Nice balance there between thinking, but also acting.
Yes.
I like that.
And managing the boosts as well. That's a lot to manage.
Damiani's been here before.
I was startled.
I was rattled.
I was rattled about seeing 20 developers, cats,
Or dogs. you
and
said.
dogs.
Well, maybe we'll get
a
one
little high,
person
but
who has like a lot. So
Yeah, there might be just one that could take care of half of that.
like, there
You
might
see
be
someone
there might be a
someone could have-
montage of like a cat sanctuary.
Yeah,
You
or
never
one of
know.
these people could be in the They could be in their front
could be
yard and have one of these
100.
feral. What is it called when it's a feral sanctuary kind of thing? You know.
It's time for the lightning round.
All right.
This will be 30 seconds long.
Yeah. And then I boost.
You're gonna boost it.
Sacrificing your boost.
Yeah, so I'm using my boost, not
Using it.
sacrificing.
All right, you now have 5 total seconds. The boost removed 25 seconds.
What?
Yeah.
That's not a boost.
Have you ever played Mario Party?
It's a negative
That's
boost.
not a boost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boost. A downward boost.
Yeah. Okay, you have 45 seconds, bud.
45 seconds, blood. We're just messing with you.
3, 2, 1, go.
How many graphic tees will be worn by an onstage presenter or guest speaker?
12.
Will Vin Diesel reveal himself?
No.
How many horny games will be shown?
8.
How many developers, cats, and dogs will we see?
5.
How many times will Phil Spencer say the word anywhere?
4.
Name an animal that will be shown working a business.
Mole.
How many umbrellas?
28.
Will a company reveal new hardware? Any electronic device counts.
Yes.
Will the Death Stranding 2 trailer be over 3 minutes?
Yes.
Will the release date for Perfect Dark be on or after September 30th, 2025?
Before.
That's it.
Okay.
Good.
Wow.
Little slower on the draw there, but
was interesting.
thought about
Thoughtful.
the answer.
That's the thing. Some of the contestants
We're just
tonight,
they didn't even know what they were saying.
it was almost like they heard a number question and they just said
Said
the
a
first
number.
number that came to mind.
Yeah.
Bloodworth.
Thought about
Patient.
it.
Calculated.
Will it pay off, Don? I don't
Could.
know.
We don't know.
I
We're
don't
gonna
know.
watch to find out. I
Wow.
don't know. Yeah.
You can use a boosted juice
I'll boost the juice.
for time. Yeah,
I'm
you can-
boosting
you
it.
can
Boost
burn-
it. Boost
All right,
the juice.
You now only have 5 No. You now have 45 seconds.
Okay,
You've
okay,
added
okay,
15.
15
You've added
more
15.
seconds. So now
Okay,
Isla has
that's good.
an ample amount of seconds.
45 seconds. Here we go.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
How many graphic tees will be worn by an onstage presenter or
8.
guest speaker? Will Vin Diesel reveal himself?
No.
How many horny games will be shown?
4.
How many developers, cats, and dogs will we see?
6.
How many times will Phil Spencer say the word anywhere?
4.
Name an animal that will be shown working a business.
Fox.
How many umbrellas?
6.
Will a company reveal new hardware? Any electronic device counts?
Yes, controller.
Will the Death Standing true trailer be for over 3 minutes?
Yes.
Will the release date of Perfect Dark be before or after September 30th,
After.
2020? Will we see gameplay of Everwild?
No, what is that?
How many games will mention the Switch 2 mouse function?
7.
Will we hear the word Valve?
Yes.
Will a new Resident Evil be revealed?
Yes.
Will Mega Man reveal himself?
No.
How many unannounced Star Wars games will appear? Unnamed projects we know
0.
are in the works. Count. How many dinosaurs?
15.
Will the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reveal himself?
Yes.
How long will the longest
Done.
trailer be?
Ah!
That's
She can answer that one. How long will the longest trailer be?
Sure.
1 minute 12 seconds.
Okay. Woo. Isla did
How
good.
many questions left on the table?
There was only a few. You almost made it through the entire thing.
Wow.
That was unbelievable.
Wow.
All right, Huber, what do we have next?
The final bet.
Oh,
Big.
The final bet.
You
This is
know
like a
how.
wild one?
Yeah, this is a little bit of a wild one. Not too wild, but you know.
A wild but plausible one.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhat
This will be worth
possible.
5 points total.
Okay.
We need to approve it. You
Yep.
need to present it to us. We'll approve the wager.
I got one. I thought of one. I thought of one the other day.
All right.
All right. Okay. So, Hideo Kojima. I always do Hideo Kojima ones. Hideo Kojima will mention Richard Nixon.
Oh, that would be odd.
He'll mention Richard Nixon, and at some point within that block,
Yeah.
that Kojima block,
Yeah.
we will see a
Yeah.
like metallic silver like automobile.
I thought you were gonna say spaceship.
No, like
I was
a
imagining-
terrestrial means of conveyance.
Okay. All right. That's curious. Kojima ever have a history of talking about?
He gets political. He gets
President.
He went off
political.
on 9/11
He
for a
loves his
while.
presidents in his
He
video
loves
games.
presidents.
The
Yeah.
heavy presidential theme.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm not getting this specific with the car, but I'm thinking there'll be a silver convertible, and
That's
for
pretty
some reason
specific.
he'll bring up Richard Nixon.
Okay.
That's what I'm
pretty
picturing.
That's pretty specific, I would say. What do you think, Hugh?
But for the
love
bet, it's just silver vehicle.
I love
okay,
it.
we approve
A
it.
silver vehicle while talking about Richard
Nixon.
Nixon.
Within the same time frame or something.
within that like block, like
Wow.
a minute or two, whatever.
We're gonna be looking
But
for
his
this
block.
big time. All eyes on Kojima now. Lock that in.
So, this is a concept that I've been obsessed with over the last several years. And it's characters that have one big arm. And I find that it's in a lot of stuff. And it hasn't been acknowledged yet, one big arm. So,
That's it.
I'm saying 6 games where a character has one big arm,
Yeah.
or
one big arm, one smaller arm, or just one big arm, period.
Either would count.
Okay.
okay, how about this? 6 game. Well, does this make sense? 6 games,
Okay.
or 10 characters with one big arm.
That's a lot of big arms.
So if
That
there's
is a
more than
lot.
6 games, if I get to 10 characters,
Yeah.
I get those points. Does that make any sense?
It does.
I think so. What do you think, Hubert? It's unlikely.
It is.
However, I feel like somehow
feel like it
Gabby
could
has figured
happen.
out a way to game the system with this big arm.
Yeah, honestly, like she's reading
She's
the code.
up to something,
yeah, there
and I
seems
don't
like
know
there's
what
some
it is.
backdoor shady information going on
What's
here.
going on?
Yeah. What do you know about characters with big
I
arms?
just see it all the time, and it's never been acknowledged. I've never heard anyone be like, "Whoa, there's a lot of characters with one big arm." I've never.
Okay.
I love it. Lock it
All
in.
right, lock it in. We
Yay.
approve
5
it.
points.
6 or 10, whatever it may be.
Absolutely.
The big
6
arm.
games or 10 characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And William Birkin counts as 2 characters.
That's very fair.
Count it.
Oh, really?
Counts as 2.
Birkin shows up.
Pander. You got to pander.
Heck yeah, that's 2. I
Birkin
like that
is
a lot.
2.
Tell us something that you want to see happen that's out there, but not too out there enough for us to approve, as you know.
A wild one,
Yeah.
but plausible.
Yeah, so
Here we go.
someone from PlayStation will be at the Xbox showcase
Okay.
or in, video
Yeah.
presentation, whatever,
Okay.
Uh,
Participating.
to thank them for putting Halo on PlayStation.
Halo.
Dude.
Everything that Blood said before we got to the word Halo,
I
not
didn't
on
buy
board.
it. I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I said anybody can be there. Sure, why
And
not?
now you're saying, Super Mario is going to be on Xbox.
Right,
basically.
essentially. Not only that, but Nintendo is going to be bowing and thanking them for allowing him to. So it's like, whoa.
So Halo on PlayStation.
That would be
That would be a
confoundingly
big moment.
That would be confoundingly big.
That would be
Yeah, we
like
get a Herman Holst or a Sean Benson. Or
that would be
something.
headline.
Herman Hulst. Can you imagine Herman
stealing.
himself?
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Comes out, has a gesture to
Multiple gestures. The Keely's rattling and firing off gestures.
Wow. All right, Blood, we like it.
All
Halo
right,
on PlayStation,
approved.
but it has to be presented by somebody at
From a
PlayStation.
Sony.
From Sony.
Yeah.
person.
Sony has to be there to
So
say
they just
something.
drop
Yeah,
a
yeah.
trailer that says now on PlayStation.
Right.
Unfortunately,
Oh, so close.
Ooh.
That one will burn if they do that.
Yeah.
If they do that, that will
Ooh,
burn.
that would burn.
All right.
All right,
Amazing.
Bloodworth.
It's approved.
That's it. You're locked in.
All right.
Blood.
I think there will be a dance performance from affiliated with the game that we would not expect to do a live dance performance on stage. Is that crazy enough?
That's going
need-
in the right direction.
Yeah, I would need either how long it will be or how many dancers there will
You
be.
need a number of dancers. I was thinking yeah.
General, like less than 10 dancers, more than 10, something like that. What do you think?
Okay.
I think more than 10 dancers.
More than 10 dancers for a game we would not expect a dance routine for, and this is a live dance within the auditorium. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good, Hubert.
It is good. I don't remember the last time. The only time they dance is Just Dance.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm thinking that the Sam Lake coming out and doing the dance
Oh,
was such a hit
yeah.
that I think you've got this team saying,
Someone's going to double
what
down
can we do
on the
that's sort
dance.
So is it wild enough now, I'm thinking?
well, no, it's good.
Copycat dances can be expected this year.
Does
That's Game Awards territory.
Keely
Join
join
in.
in on the dance?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
No.
If he does, I would also have to note right now, none of his gestures would count as physical, right? That would be
During a
taken-
dance
during a dance
routine.
routine. If it's within the confines of a dance routine, physical
Yeah.
gestures
Because that's not a greeting.
don't.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Even if it is a one-on-one sort of performance, with going back and forth with one other person.
So during SGF then for this final bet.
Right. During
Yeah, just Keely's
You're saying
show.
just Keely.
I think is a nice
shindig.
fair limitation.
That's a nice limitation.
Just the showcase, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the
Great.
Keeley showcase.
All right.
I'll lock it.
Approved.
Oh, wait, no,
I'll lock it
are
down.
you saying that none of the
The other shows
brand
don't count for
showcases-
this one.
Yeah.
But you don't need to do more or less.
She doesn't like it. She
Even
doesn't like
we
it.
can
She
remove
doesn't like
the
that.
dancer parameter, the number of dancers.
I don't know if there's going to be a dance here.
So just at Keely's thing. Could be one dancer. Could be one person just doing this.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're asking for Elyse to approve the bet. She's turned this thing around on us. Yeah. What's happening? Is it okay?
Well, let's go to the control room here. See what,
They're asleep in the control room. It's been approved.
locked.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She'd say yes.
She
to
probably
anything.
heard like half of that.
All right. So
God, I got so much riding
the
on
bet is in. Whatever
The
it
bet
is.
is in.
What is the bet? What is the bet? That there's dance
There will be a
during
dance
Summer
routine
Games
during
Fest?
Keely's
I got so much
show.
riding on this.
Keely's show dance routine for a game that is not expected.
You
it
wouldn't
in.
expect
Boom.
to have
Yeah,
a dance
awesome.
routine. Well, no, maybe.
Like if it's for Turok,
Yeah.
that is guaranteed points.
Do we take off that last qualifier? Maybe
It's got to be at SGF. Keely's show.
Yeah.
arms.
Or all right. How about we also add Xbox as well? Keely or Xbox?
How about within the first
Too much?
The first 30 minutes of the Xbox.
Do you?
All right, we'll give her an extra
We'll give
30
her the
minutes.
first 30
Great,
minutes,
great.
the dance routine.
I
has
like
to
this.
happen
I like
within
this.
The first 30 minutes of the Xbox.
Give all a
Let
Keely
me ask
show.
you, fellas. You think Persona's gonna be there?
I doubt it.
Okay.
You got to dream though, kid. You never give up on the hope. You got to have hope.
All right. We're locked. You're
Elyse,
locked
I
in.
think you did wonderful.
Yeah,
I
good
think you
job.
got a good
thanks.
chance
Yeah,
here. A good
no
chance
regrets.
Here. Getting big points.
Can you imagine if an outsider took the entire Easy Allies betting special? That'd be crazy.
You got about 20 or 30 seconds, and then we'll start docking points.
Exponentially,
okay.
points will be removed.
Yeah.
All right, let's
First
go.
one,
You
then
know what?
3, then
I'll
6,
swing for
then
the
9.
fences.
Here we go.
Nintendo show off a new Zelda, like real new Zelda, like 3D new Zelda at this. They would never do that. They're gonna do it. Brand new, like the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, the next one. Might even be in that, like that would count Ocarina of Time remake, like that caliber. Not like
that
not
would
Twilight
be
Princess,
Wait,
Wind Waker HD don't count. They announce, if they say something like that, that's too small. I'm talking about like the
Brand new.
big, big
but
new
you're
Zelda.
saying, but no remakes or anything like
Well,
that.
if Ocarina of Time, like a full-blown remake, that's huge. But if it's a port,
If it's a remake,
just
not a
if it's just
remaster
a
or
port, not good enough.
Remake.
Can't be a port.
You think that's-
It's gotta be like like it's like taking full advantage of the Switch 2 hardware. It looks like way better than anything you've ever seen. Like it has to be that, bare minimum. And they're like, oh, we're making it ground up new. Like if it's that one.
With a trailer or what?
Oh, they have to show off. It has to be like footage of something.
trailer.
It might not be gameplay, but like it has to be. Yeah, it has to be
Gameplay?
A video will roll. I didn't say it have to be gameplay. A video needs to roll.
Footage.
Video needs to roll.
roll.
And
But not a dev
And it could say like in development though. It doesn't have to give like a release date. It could just show
Okay.
like some kind of footage of
Like the old
like
the old tech demo from back
well,
in
the
the
Tears of the
day.
Kingdom reveal was like a cutscene,
Yeah.
a bunch of cutscenes. It wasn't
Okay.
gameplay. It was just a bunch of cinematics,
Great,
and then
great.
it said now
Okay.
development.
all right.
Dude,
Okay.
Ocarina of Time showing up is
It would be
insane. Yeah, it's insane. What are we thinking? It's insane.
Anything Zelda, that
That's
period
insane.
is insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Approved.
Okay, you're
Stamp
locked
approved.
in.
Boom. Nice work, Damiani.
All right, Damiani, thanks, dude.
Sick. Good luck to you. Okay, Huber, the wages have been set. Everything is locked in. We have just a couple of minor details left. The first of which, you and I got to get in on this action, Huber. Okay, now look, I'm looking at this computer. We ran it through some the whole contest, potential points. The house did some numbers, crunched some numbers, calculated things.
Checked with your bookie.
Checked with both bookies, you know, ran it by them, got the green light, and the number we came up with is 130.5. Tell them what that represents.
So that'll be the total points earned by all
Yes.
contestants.
All contestants, the points they got combined.
Combined.
Yeah.
Don and I are going to bet
Over,
on
under.
the contestants. Over, under.
Over, under.
I think we should write this down, Don, so there's no shenanigans.
Oh, I didn't factor in Elyse, the
Elyse.
special guest
Special
contestant.
guest.
That's going to add some points. Now, hold on. This is interesting. That 130.5 number was determined before we knew Elyse was going to be in this thing, so the whole mathematical equation could be bungled on this.
Let's add
Oh!
let's add 11 points. 141.5.
We're changing
141.
the number on the fly. Okay, odds do change.
This is between us. Do you
between
accept?
Okay, I accept.
There's no shenanigans
You know what?
because it's just us.
I like that.
141.5.
141.5 is the new number.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
Over under 141.5 cumulative points.
Yeah,
are what
total
we're
points.
looking at. All right, Huber, I've got mine. I'm already locked in.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good.
I am going to do mine based on the contestants' confidence or lack thereof.
I saw a lot of confidence out there during this betting special. I gotta say, we had contestants analyzing these things, thinking back, using historical sort of reference points and benchmarks to make educated bets. We had Damiani thoughtfully employing all his. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, Hubert. What
All
should we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we exchange and review? How do we do it?
we just
reveal.
rip it open.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Under. We're both going under.
Okay, we both went under.
All right.
Now we're on the same parameters here.
Yes.
If
Yes.
it is
Yes.
under,
Yeah.
we win. We're out of it. We win.
I love that.
We're good.
So if it's under, we're cool.
The hosts win. We're good. We're out of there.
if it's
Scot-free.
over, we get bulked in with the losers.
We do.
And all the losers are going to have to pay the price.
And I like this because we both bet against the contestants.
That's what I like too.
Yes.
Bad blood.
Yes.
There's bad blood in the contest.
We are hoping for
Yeah.
no points.
Yeah, we want no points. So we're going to be rooting against these contestants.
Yes.
And they'll be rooting against each other. Every person for themselves in this,
It is.
Uber, except the winner. The winner will stand above all.
The winner stands above.
And observe the beauty of what the losers deliver. And that will be
Oh, it's exciting.
the stakes.
The stakes. Here are the stakes.
This is what will be provided by the losers.
Nintendo is coming out with a console.
We want to celebrate.
Switch 2 is upon us.
Yes.
Monumental moment if you're a fan of video games at all.
Yes.
You cannot have a bigger deal than a new console.
Absolutely.
You can't do it, especially Nintendo.
The biggest of the big.
Crazy.
Watershed moment. How do we celebrate this moment in time? We pay tribute
To the Switch 1.
the glory of what they've already done. The
Yes.
Switch 1. We have a very special.
All of the losing contestants
Yes.
must present Hall of Greats style.
A special Switch Hall of Greats.
Which Nintendo Switch game should be entered into
Yes.
the Hall of Greats? They can pick any game they want.
Each contestant that loses must pick one as their absolute number one Switch
game.
one game.
Their favorite.
So if
one they
multiple
think is
people
the
pick the
best,
same game, the
so
first
be it.
person to the first person to lock theirs in, other people are gonna have to pick the other things,
Oh.
just like a regular Hall of Greats.
Okay.
So you're gonna get a presentation.
So no repeats.
You're gonna get a different presentation
I like it.
from each person.
I love it.
So you got to be quick. If you are a loser, you got to say, "I'm gonna represent this game."
Love it.
So you're
Celebrating
gonna
the
get a very
Switch.
special. It's gonna be a glorious time. A
Jolly.
special standout Hall of Greats for Switch. We'll all be
And
involved.
just know the Allies stress about
Yes.
Hall of Greats.
Yeah.
So nobody wants to lose this.
This is max stress.
Nobody wants to lose.
Yeah, and especially when you're saying the greatest of the great.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the terms of this one
Yeah.
is not what you think is a great for the Switch one, but what is the great. If you had
The
to
great.
say the one greatest game on the Switch one.
The one.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
going to be fun. It'll be interesting to see the choices.
Should we
down
lock
the pipes?
all of every lock it
let's lock
down?
It all
Okay.
in. Get ready, lock it all in.
Everything is locked.
Got it.
No bets can be changed.
We're going back.
Don and I versus everybody.
We're moments away from this party getting started. The glorious party of Summer Game Fest, Huber. I love it.
Cannot wait. Let's celebrate the games.
Yep.
And enjoy our time. See you later, everybody.